Hey everybody, it's Lumalina. Usually I make some podcasts about sleep or maybe games or my favorite character, or I even ask for support on coffee. But today I want it to be a little more genuine and talk about a slightly heavier topic. I want to talk on mental health because none of the famous YouTubers or VTubers ever really mention it. There's sort of a stigma around mental health, but I want to open up and share. If you've noticed a huge gap between the times that I've created content, it's because I was actually hospitalized within the past month. I just wasn't feeling well. I am bipolar, and it looks different for everyone. No two diagnoses are the same for each person. It presents itself differently. But I want to make sure that I clarify. Being bipolar does not mean that you always feel euphoric when you're manic, and it does not always mean that you completely have to fall apart when you're depressed. Usually, portrayals of mania are euphoric, and that's not entirely what it is. Mania can present itself as euphoric, energetic, maybe even just goal-oriented, but there's a darker side to it. Mania can also mean more panic attacks, overthinking, paranoia, irritability, uncontrollable anger, and just even more stressful than normal. I have mixed episodes of mania where I may sometimes feel euphoric and just able to do anything, feel on top of the world. Other times I get really irritable and it can become a problem. So when I feel that way, I often turn to therapy or the hospital if needed. I also have periods of depression where I just don't feel like I can do anything. It's hard to get out of bed some days. It's even hard to just come here and talk to you guys. But I want to make sure that everyone knows they're not alone if they struggle with mental health. I want to be open about this because honestly, a lot of YouTubers, VTubers, famous people struggle with mental health because of the pressure to constantly create things. They are pressured to stay relevant to culture, relevant to the times, relevant to the generations as they get older. It's a lot to take in, and it's a lot to even just try to become famous. It's a lot to gain views. It's a lot to even just put yourself out there. So if you're struggling with mental health, but you want to try to put yourself out there, don't forget to take breaks. You are not on anyone else's time when it comes to creating content. And don't just push yourself because you feel like you need to keep going just to be relevant. Do what you enjoy. Take your own time. Take time for yourself. It's okay to take a break. Because even the most famous people are only human. That's all for now. I hope you have a good night.